Hello guys, it's YSO here, back with another video. And today I'm going to be beginning a series, what I'm calling Full Length What Ifs. This is where I'll be giving you a full length, from start to finish, of a what if. And today we're going to be beginning with the What If Cooler Was Canon story. So without further ado, let's begin. Our timeline begins on planet Namek during the Frieza saga, where the Tyrant Frieza is battling a Super Saiyan Goku, and the monkey is giving the Tyrant a hard time. Reluctantly, Frieza then returns to his spaceship and says to himself annoyingly, "It seems I have no choice but to call for assistance. I didn't want to have to do this, but it seems I've been left with no choice. Oh, I know how Brother is never going to let me forget this one." He then presses a button on his spaceship that sends out a distress call into space. He then charges back into battle with Goku, powering up to full power, and the battle continues, being one-sided on Goku's side, causing Frieza to get fearful, in fact. Meanwhile, out in space, on a distant world, a French-speaking soldier speaks to his master. "Monsieur Cooler, it seems that your brother Frieza is struggling on planet Namek with a Saiyan for some strange reason. So we go and help him, my lord?" The individual known as Cooler considers this for an honor and then responds to his servant. "As much as I don't want to get him bold and want to leave that to my father to deal with that spoiled brat, I think we should go deal with this personally, for the Empire's sake." The ship with Cooler and his armored squadron then heads to Namek, and it takes about an hour to get there. Meanwhile, back on Namek, Goku is about to finish off Frieza once and for all. However, before he can do so, a ship lands on Earth, and out comes Cooler, followed by his armored squadron. Cooler then stares at his brother and rolls his eyes. "Seriously, brother? You're struggling with a filthy monkey? Honestly, I thought your power was supposed to be beyond all beings." Frieza simply retorts, "Oh, just get over here and help me out, brother, with this monkey already." Cooler then agrees and charges into battle, but he's confused and asks his brother a question. Brother, aren't Saiyans supposed to have black hair? Why is this monkey's hair yellow, for all reasons?" Frieza then tells his brother that this monkey, known as Son Goku, has become a Super Saiyan, annoyingly. Cooler then nods and is hilariously laughing at Frieza's fear. He knew that his brother was scared of the legend of Super Saiyans. He then snarls at his brother and powers up into a new transformation. Frieza is shocked at the power he's sensing as Cooler powers up into his 5th form. The power is immense, and Goku doesn't know if he can win, but he doesn't back down from the challenge and begins by charging up a mighty full-powered Kamehameha wave. However, Cooler simply walks through this and slams the monkey to the ground, causing it to be confused and spit up a bit of blood. "How did you do that? How did you walk through my Kamehameha wave with ease?" Goku had been put through the loop right now. Cooler then laughs, and Frieza is thrilled at the fact that the Saiyan is on the back foot now. He and Cooler then beat Goku to an inch of his life, and the Saiyan knows he can't win. Making a decision, he blinds the two, crying out, "Solar Flare!" And the two tyrants scream out in pain and agony. He then flies off, looking for a space pod to escape him. However, before he can find a ship, his path is blocked by that of the armored squadron, and a fight breaks out. However, before this can begin to get bad for the Saiyan, Connie communicates with him telepathically, and informs him that he's going to use the Dragon Balls to teleport Goku back to Earth. The fight carries on for a minute longer, but before the Tyrant's eyesight returns to them, Goku vanishes from Namek. Cooler and Frieza look around in confusion, and Cooler cries out in outrage, "Brother, why did he go? How has he escaped? We must go after him." Frieza then informs his brother that Goku must have used the Dragon Balls to escape, and he's teleported back to his home world. "Where has he gone to, brother?" asks Cooler. Frieza then simply replies, "He's gone to his homeworld, brother. Planet Earth." Cooler then states that they're going to Earth, and will destroy Namek before leaving. The Arnold Squadron, Frieza and Cooler then get in the spacepod and head into orbit. Frieza then destroys Namek with a death ball, laughing maniacally the whole time, and the ship then heads out into space, off to Earth, in order to gain round 2 against the Saiyan known as Son Goku. We return to the story, and in the last part, the 2 tyrants known as Frieza and Cooler had fought Goku on Namek and beaten the living daylights out of him. Goku had then decided to try and escape and blind the 2 tyrants with a solar flare. His path had then been blocked by the Armored Squadron whilst he'd been looking for a spacepod. He was then teleported away to Earth thanks to Connie and the aid of the Earth Dragon Balls. And then the 2 tyrants had gone off to space. Before this though, they had destroyed Namek and then headed off to Earth for round 2, which is where we begin our conclusion. A few days have passed since Namek's destruction, and Frieza is simply in a healing pod, string on his thoughts. He's been through the loop lately. For you see, he was supposed to be the most powerful being in this universe. Sure, he knew that Beerus and his brother and father, they were strong beings. Stronger than him, in fact. But regular beings, he was sure they weren't supposed to be able to reach him in terms of power. And they wouldn't do so. Not in their lifetime, or his lifetime, or any lifetime. But this one monkey, Son Goku, had managed to reach them in terms of power, and even surpass him. Whilst he had been string on his thoughts in the pod, Cooler approaches him and speaks to his brother. "Well, brother, I believe you know what we must do to defeat that monkey. We have to train and get stronger." Frieza spits at this in outrage. "Train? Why do we brother? We are supposed to be the superior beings in this cosmos." Cooler then reminds his brother that monkey Goku had managed to surpass him, and if it wasn't thanks to him arriving on Namek in the brink of time, Frieza would probably be dead by now. Had it not been for me, you'd probably be dead by now, brother. Face the facts. Without training, we wouldn't last 2 seconds. I could probably take him down on my own in my 5th form, but you, on the other hand, I guarantee you would not survive. Training is our only option if you want your revenge, brother. Frieza reluctantly nods and agrees to train. Training then begins between himself, Cooler, and the Armored Squadron. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Goku and the Z-Fighters have prepared for Frieza's eventual arrival, training to try and get a bit stronger. Whilst this was going on, out in the void space, King Cold had decided to see what on Earth his 2 sons were going up to. Why the hell had they decided to head to this dust heap of a world called Earth? He couldn't understand this. A few days then passed, and all 3 tyrants land on Earth, and meet up in a wasteland. King Cold barks at his 2 sons. "Boys, why the hell have you come to this world? It's not even worth destroying. It's not valuable at all." The 2 sons then inform their father that they are here for revenge against the Saiyan known as Goku, and that filthy Prince Vegeta. King Cold understands, and whilst this has been going on, Goku and the Z-Fighters have flown over to Frieza's current location. Goku had then powered up to Super Saiyan, and cries out to Frieza, "Frieza! I thought I told you to never come back, or come and see me. I thought you'd given up and changed your ways. I mean, I can kill you this time if you really want, but I don't want to. If I really have to, though, I will do it." Frieza then laughs at the monkey and states, "Ha ha ha ha! You really think you can win this time, monkey? I've gotten stronger in the last few days, and with the help of my brother and father here, I don't think you'll be getting off so easily this time. You're not going to be so lucky." Frieza then powers up into his 5th form, and the power is immense. And it sends fear throughout every member of the Z-Fighters, including Goku and Vegeta. However, they don't back down, and charge into battle against the Tyrants. However, despite having the numbers advantage, none of them are strong enough to defeat the Tyrants, including Goku. They then are killed, with Goku and Vegeta being spared for last. Frieza then tortured them for a long time, enjoying this before killing both of them with a single death beam each. Ha 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 ha! You monkeys are pathetic. I should have wiped you out a long time ago, Vegeta. I'm glad I finally did it, though. King Cold then asked the obvious question, after all the fighting had been done. Well, sons, what should we do to this world? Should we destroy it, or add it to our collection of planets that we've gathered throughout the galaxy? The two sons then informed their daddy that they see no value in this planet and wanted to simply destroy it. They then head out back into their ships and from orbit destroy Earth. They then go back to their lives. King Cold goes back to his retirement, enjoying his wine and collection of planets he gathered throughout the galaxy over the decades. Cooler simply goes back to his little empire of stewing in the shadows and training with his armored squadron every now and again. And Frieza naturally goes back to ruling his empire with an iron fist. The three tyrants have equal parts of the universe and know not to get in each other's way. And all this happens throughout many years, and other than having to deal with Beerus every now and again, the tyrants are basically controlling the entire universe, and each one of them is satisfied with their way in life, and this was all thanks to Cooler being canon in the official timeline. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this fast, long, full-on What If, and if you like it, I'll do more of these in the future. So as always, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm YSS256, saying I will see you in my next video.